How many of you ever met anybody you think might be bipolar, like they got two different personalities? Wow, wow. Sweetest person in the world, the grouchiest person in the world, you know. Wicked Witch of the West. You're going to put on the white hat or the black hat today? Remember, Saul was head and shoulders above everybody else, and Saul was the king of Israel, and David was probably a teenager. And all the women are singing, wow, David is 10 times better than Saul. You know, a woman's praise or curse can make or break a man. I don't think women understand the power they have. Just praise him. Be nice to him. Find something nice to say. It'll make or break him. A good man has been broken by a woman who won't compliment him, won't do anything, won't help. Sad. It goes the other way too. Yeah, it goes both ways. You had opportunities, Saul, and a teenager comes along and says, I'm not afraid, I'll go do it. Of course they're going to praise him more than you. Why would you get jealous at David? Why don't you look in the mirror and get mad at yourself? It drives me nuts. I've been in the Christian ministry for 52 years. I see people get mad over the dumbest things. See, why don't you look in the mirror? You're the one causing this. Don't you know it's you? I like that song. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Maybe the problem is me. Just go look in the mirror. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David to the wall with it. Why? This jealousy, it is insane. Is there any reason to hate David? Has David done anything wrong? But he hated him anyway, didn't he? I've seen this for 52 years. People, you can do everything right and somebody will get mad at you for it. I think maybe because it makes them look bad. It kind of made Saul look bad when David went out there and killed Goliath. The Bible says in James, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Has anybody ever met a double-minded person? It's weird, isn't it? One day they're friendly, the next day they're grouchy. It's like a drop of a hat, and they'll drop the hat. How many, maybe I shouldn't even ask for a vote. How many of you men have noticed that women tend to be a little more unstable emotionally, up and down, and you never know? They say, okay. Women experience depressive episodes, mixed mania, and rapid cycling more often than men. Saul is, when somebody gets jealous, they will do everything they can to hurt you. It's weird. He's trying desperately to hurt David. I tried to spear him with a javelin, demoted him, kicked him out of the round table, wherever they had their meetings, you know. David behaved himself wisely in all his ways, and the Lord was with him. Look, if somebody's jealous over you or jealous over your kingdom or jealous over your beauty or your money, or like me, it's my muscles they want. It is not funny. Do not laugh at that point, okay? If they're jealous, you just behave yourself wisely, just do the best you can, and sometimes God will have to step in and fix the problem. Man, if God looks at you and says, wow, he's got a good heart, I'd say that's about the best recommendation you can get. They don't get no better than that. That's what I want. God, would you show me? I want to be a man after your heart. Now, that's going to make people hate you, especially the heathen. But that's okay. God, if you're happy, I'm happy. Nobody else might be happy. But God, what do you want? And Saul gave him Michal, his daughter, to wife. Now, keep in mind, this girl was raised in the king's palace. Spoiled, rotten. He said, one of them Philistines is going to kill him. David, get 200 of them instead. So Saul has a backup plan. This girl is going to almost ruin David's life later. Sometimes it's a blessing to get a wife, and sometimes it's a royal curse. You sure you want that? Okay. People fight over the dumbest things. You know how copper wire was invented? Copper wire. Two fighting over a penny. I got it. That's a joke, Anna. Okay. And thou chargest me today with a fault concerning this woman. So here's the general of the army talking to the king. Who do you think you are, telling me what I can do with this woman? How many fights have there been over women, I wonder? A whole bunch. and they shall be one flesh, one woman for one man, God's original design. Why did David have many? I think God was punishing him. Remember, Saul was head and shoulders above everybody else. And when Samuel saw him, it was like, wow, he was enamored by his appearance. Turned out he had a bad heart. Have you ever been enamored by somebody's appearance only to find out later they got a bad heart? How many husbands and wives figure that out later? Like, oh no, what have I done here? Okay. Didn't God tell him clearly what to do a couple of times? And he just wanted to do his own thing. Some people, I'm going to do it my way. Okay, we'll see how that works out for you. You'll see Saul went crazy. I've seen people that were godly one day and absolutely berserk crazy the next day. Like, what happened here? Are you not fully following God's command someplace?